See, my association with Mr. Kamath started in 1973-74. Till that time, at that time I was asking when I was blind. Till that time I was always under S.K. who was almost a banana tree. That means everybody used to say, you will get an umbrella when you are working on this one. But I used to think he is a banana tree. Whatever a mistake I do, he used to cover it. And when Mr. Majumdar moved up and Mr. Kamath came, I was really thinking. See, I was somewhat at times very often. I used to do some shortcut methods in doing all of jobs. And I used to get the results also. For that one, sometimes it backfires. You require a good support. That support, I was thinking that I get it from Kamath. I was not sure. But I happened to find I was getting all the support what they needed. And I can tell you, at that time the river pump was really a problem for us. Water pumping, motors failing, the old motors, the modifications which are being done recently, it was not there. And very often I used to go to Mr. Kamath, I want this help, that help. And it so happened, 2159 is his number, 3159 is river pump number. I used to pick up night 3159, sometimes it's like that, 2159. Then I used to tell him, motor can doesn't have a car over there. And he used to say, I have to go there and start. Then I know Kamath of Paisa, I get it for a help. Then I used to go there and start. Then all the people nowadays, everybody enjoys river pump garden. You could have seen much before Kamath took over assistant superintendent. Before that, if anybody would have gone, you would have never been able to go down below. So much up and down, everything was there. One fine day he told, hey, why don't you make a retaining wall and fill it up with all the silk what we are sending all over the world? Why don't you fill it up and make a nice garden? And he was an architect for that particular garden as today. I don't know how many people will remember that the garden is there, doing of Mr. Kamath, and we are all enjoying every year. Almost all the departments are using it nowadays. And I don't think anybody knew that he was the main reason for that garden which has come in the river pumps. And second thing, all of you know, I worked in repair for almost 9 years. And as soon as I was transferred from repair, one more thing before that. See, Kamath has played a big part in my life also. In my life also. See, he went to modernization. In East Link, I was promoted as electrical engineer. And I was very happy. And once he came back, then I was able to Then again he went back to electrical operation as superintendent. Then again I was promoted in the same thing. That means he was almost a sinusoidal in my life in one portion. Anyhow, after he became chief electrical, then I was transferred to this one, repair shop. And one of the repair shop I was a novice. The man who put me technically is Mr. Nilakan. And you know, repair shop electrical engineer is a lamb amongst electrical operation electrical engineers. Electrical operation electrical engineers are all tigers and lions. And this sort of a lion. And you know how they will be cutting. And in the meeting, CE's meeting, the real support came to Mr. Kamath. But for that I was not survived there. But he didn't support blindly. Before his health failed, he used to come almost once in 2 days. That is Monday, Wednesday. Before the meeting, he will definitely come on that day. 7 o'clock you can expect his name. And he will go around and see. He will know about all these things. And then he will tell me, and he will hire me also. There he will hire me. In the meeting he will support me. For the same thing what he fired me, he will support me. I could not understand what is happening. Then one day I asked him. Then he told, hey, I was also looking at the electrical crash shop. If you don't give me support, you cannot survive. Thanks a lot for Mr. Kamath for giving me support for almost 10 years. And Another thing is magnet, and that helped in a very big way in our cleaning of the backlog and running the mills. And this is as far as the works is concerned. And regarding appreciation, we never backed out when appreciation is got to be given. And when I was asked in one day and told me, I want to give you a double increment. Unfortunately, I got the records were already in the top of it. I told him, sorry, as long as I think I have to be given a double increment, that itself is enough for me. And second thing, about 2 years back, when the company made a record production in a meeting, in a CE's meeting, he has told, I am confidently I can tell you, but for lot of motors from repair shop, any delay has taken place, that type of situation has never happened in the plant. That is the biggest appreciation he would have given me at that time. And as far as Mrs. Kamath is concerned, see, I am a member of this club. Mrs. Kamath used to come here also. My Mrs. and Kamath's Mrs. used to meet. They knew one another, and whenever his Mrs. is asking, meet my Mrs. How are the children? What are they doing? The personal letter, why don't they come to my house? This type of thing. So, in that area also, Mrs. Kamath has given a lot of encouragement to my Mrs. also with all these things. Life problems will be very well solved. Anyhow, I am really sorry that Mr. Kamath has retired. Well, one day or other, everyone of us are going to retire. And then I pray God that his remaining life, he will have a good health and happy life in the future. Thank you very much. All my sisters, all my friends. I feel it's a great honor to me to say a few words on several occasions of a great grand cause of mine. I feel it's opportunity given because I am maybe the oldest person in the council department at present who was associated from very beginning. If you remember, the electronics cell was formed, and I am proud of it. I was the first person to join the electronics cell. Then Mr. Mandapati, Mr. Raghunath, and that was under Chief Secretary and then Mr. C.V.Kamath. And from that time onwards, the child, which is, you can say, the bond, and once it started walking little bit, then again it was taken out from the strong hands of the electrical. And once again, maybe after a few years, when it has grown little bit stronger, rather he is able to stand on his feet and again given back to the same full hands, use him properly and wherever he needs. And I feel we are able to fulfill all the desires which we need from the electronics department. I think all my brothers and senior colleagues have told so many things about Mr. Neat and Kamath. Only one thing, what Mr. Venkira was telling is very great and patient listener. I would like to put forward my experience, first which I got as an engineer. I was first giving a report in the morning around 6 or 6:15, which we normally used to give Mr. Neat and Mr. Kamath. The first time when I was giving, he said hello and I started good morning sir.
Mr. Kamath, Mr. Neekan, and my colleagues. It is my proud privilege and honor to have got this opportunity in this farewell of Mr. Kamath to say a few words. I would like to say that Mr. Kamath has been a very unique chief electrical engineer with today's designation as senior DM electrical. Unique in the sense, Mr. Kamath had his roots in electrical power department and had his branches in electrical operation department. He has been unique because of another aspect that during his tenure as chief electrical engineer and senior DM, he had seen and affected the highest growth in electrical department. The electrical department operation has been bifurcated into 2 departments and later on again into 3 departments. He has been unique in another aspect that today he is going to receive the biggest gift you might have ever seen, and this speaks volume of your affection and love for him. Mr. Kamath was Assistant Superintendent in Electrical Power, and later on he was transferred and promoted in Electrical Operation Department. From a very calm and quiet atmosphere, he got himself landed. I should say very hostile atmosphere, but very charmed atmosphere. Where every day morning you land into your office and you face at least 10 problems are waiting for you, and the electrical engineer, the staffers from the field are just waiting and then about to tell their difficulty. It is a very difficult task for that chair, single chair, which is facing 10 very strong chairs to deal with this problem and situation. I must praise Mr. Kamath's calm and deep knowledge about the subject, that he has very ably discharged his duty in a very altogether new environment which most of the time a normal person would have failed. Mr. Kamath is very socially popular person in Jamshedpur. He has planned his life very well inside the plant and I must say outside the plant also. He has 2 children. Before he retired, they are well placed. Before he retired, he built up his house and made sure that he is not homeless. I must say these are the result of great planning effort on his part and as part of his missus. I must say the house building which went on during when he was chief electrical engineer, we haven't found even a slightest sign of worry on his face when the house was being built, which is a very unnatural thing, I must say. He has been taking care of all odds in the life inside the plant and outside the plant with very, very smiling face. He stepped like I must say, like a ocean. You can't see what is the depth in that ocean. And second, I must say about his technical knowledge. Very few people know that he is a very technical person. From outwardly discussions are good, you might not feel it. But when you really come to very in-depth discussion, you really find that how much depth he has got in the knowledge of technical field. As many speakers have already told that he doesn't get disturbed because of small storms here and there, like ocean. He doesn't get flooded because of very small rains, like many rivers get flooded. But he faced things boldly, and he has shown the path to us, and he has changed, as many speakers have said, the very atmosphere in the electrical operation department from a very, very hostile attitude to a very calm and planned way of working. With these few words, I wish on my own behalf and on behalf of my own department, a very happy young life of Mr. Kamath in the second phase of his life. Thank you very much.
I think we have gone through a very long program. Some of you might be impatient, but I got only one request, a slight departure. See, there are people here present who are in the electrical department, but who are not in the electrical department, but whose minds are very much in the electrical department, like Mr. Pai and Mr. Branker, who also have got very close association with Mr. Kamath. They come perhaps to the same place as Mr. Kamath. Mr. Pai slightly speaking, Maradana, Cochin. I request Mr. Pai to say a few words. I think he is not prepared also. On behalf of those ex-electrical people who are wished to be present today, on behalf of Crackers, I think Mr. Pai will say a few words.
Mr. Kamath, Mr. Delegate, and my good old friends of the electrical department. Well, the chair of the Chief Electrical Engineer wields a very huge power. And the plant that you get depends to a large extent on the choice and the interaction of the Chief Electrical Engineer. And to this end, this particular chair has been chaired by very august personages, very august. Perhaps Mr. Khan was one, Mr. C.V.Kamath was another, Mr. Damle was also there, and I should not forget Mr. K.R.D. himself. Well, opinions may change, but these are the people on whom I have the highest regard because of the, let us say, the impact which they left on the department. People are remembered only for two things. One is the good done to the plant. These are the few. There are others who have done quite a lot of damage, which of course is not subject of discussion now. Mr. C.V.Kamath and Mr. C.V.Kamath, they had one thing in common: technically sound, immeasurable. While Mr. C.V.Kamath was, let us say, a disciplinarian and one who never allowed others to meddle in the technical things for understandable reasons, because he was the Lord Supreme, I should say, in the cranes. While on the other hand, we have Mr. C.V.Kamath, who supported all of us and took some decisions which went, let us say, a complete change in the thinking of the working of the departments, of the choice of the equipments. With the choice of cables, which Mr. Srivastava will bear with me, the operating factors which reduced the size of the cables very much resulted in huge economies in crane rewiring. It was Mr. C.V.Kamath who supported this and made it to happen. I could hear some rumbling saying that the cables are getting hot and hence the cable might get damaged because of that. The only solution which I could offer was just to put off the switch so that the cable will not carry any current and you will feel it is cool. So this is exactly the place, and I can assure you, in a large number of places, these cables did work in an excellent way. Same way about the Type 4 drive for the cranes. Again, let me say, the credit goes to Mr. Kamath. When people were saying that such a crane will derail, a poker crane will derail if it is with a corner drive, again, with the support of Mr. Kamath, he called a few people and he gave a green signal to go ahead. for this particular aspect, again the credit goes to him. I expect this sort of innovation, this sort of in-depth thinking will be continued by the people who occupy that seat, so that right decisions are taken, so that the plant availability always improves, and thereby the company prospers, thereby we prosper and the nation prospers. With these few words, let me give credit to Mr. Kamath again for all these decisions taken, and I wish Mr. Kamath many more fruitful years of life, and to Mrs. Kamath an opportunity to be with Mr. Kamath under the unstressed stage. And as far as I am concerned, this is not a farewell address, this is a welcome address, because for last 2 or 3 years I do not know much about the electrical department, what all things are happening, so I did not have any touch with him. Now it's a welcome, so that we will be having more interaction in the future. Thank you.
Now on behalf of all of the department, I request Mr. Nilakanthan to hand it over. People are not in a mood to listen. But I have only come to thank you all. Thanks to the good words spoken in favor of me. The bad version of C.V.Kamath has not been brought forward. Anyway, I am really happy and thankful to you all, and particularly my wife. What Mr. Rao said was correct. When Mr. Nilakanthan said you buy whatever you want, we went in search of a thing which my wife liked, not me. Then she got in Istanbul. Now she was not happy. Then we made a program to go to Sachi and finally we found one which suited her taste and her requirements, and purchased the same. This item, for your information, is not a, it is quite a light thing, but it is only what is called a stainless steel kitchen shelf, which possibly my wife can utilize, and which we can remember for all time to come. On it is written, given to Mr. C.V.Kamath by his friends in the electrical department. I thank you on my behalf and on my wife's behalf for the token of affection and love that you have shown us. Thank you.
Mr. J.K. Srivastava, most vote of praise.
My proud privilege and honor to propose a rapid vote of thanks on this occasion on behalf of the greater electrical family and ex-electrical people. Well, I know that speaking at the end is always disadvantageous, particularly when breakfast is waiting outside and people have an eye on that. But nonetheless, I will like to highlight 2 points only about Mr. Kamath, which was not taken up by other speakers. and that was his artistic nature. He was a lover of music, drama, and all good things in life. And the safety drama in his time flourished like anything. And not only he used to encourage the drama artist, but even when the drama used to start, that means when we started making rehearsals, he used to come with nariyal, agarbatti and all those things, and he used to perform a Sri Ganesh type of thing, that let us start. He was very interested, and he used to ask me very frequently as to what are the songs that we are going to put in the drama, and also particularly in during our JDC meetings, the first song or the welcome song, he used to record every time, and the last and final rehearsal, which he used to say that you hold it in your house and I will come with my tape recorder, and he used to tape. I think he is having all the songs, those welcome songs with him, tape recorder. Other thing was his very unique sense of humor. Mr. Rathore has just given a hint as to how he used to face the barrage of questions in the morning meeting and in Friday meeting, particularly with our four stalwart firebrand electrical engineers. Only two of them are here, others are left there. So, but in the midst of when the things used to get heated up, with the same subject, he used to cut some joke, and that used to bring laughter and put everybody at rest. A very good example, which if you don't mind I will narrate, is when we were in crane revamping cell. You know, there is all the time tug of war of say completing say 10 or 12 cranes in a year, and we have to depend on shops, TGS, design cell of CDD and everything. Now with the start of modernization, they had enough job, and we were failing in our quota. So I told Mr. Rathore that you tell Mr. Kamath to convene a meeting and let him fire all these agencies. So he went to Mr. Kamath, talked to him, briefed him. If you tell it in Hindi or if you translate it in Hindi, chabi diya, pura. So we were thinking that today he will fire all these agencies. So the scheduled time the meeting has started with TGS, design cell and ourselves with lot of expectation. Then suddenly they were also very tense, the other agencies, outside works agencies. So Mr. Gangopadhyay, he wanted to smoke a cigarette, but then he saw a board in front of Mr. Kamath, no smoking in this room. That was led by Mr. S.K. Majumdar. So suddenly after saying that here, he said, Mr. Kamath, can I smoke? There is a level stating that no smoking in this room. He waited for a minute and then he said, not only you smoke yourself, you give one to
one of you to come here and shake hands with me before going to take your refreshment.
Take at the time of putting garland on it.
Yeah, Parucha.
Consider you take it at the right.
Yes, yes, yes.
You correct it. Come on. You have to come back to garland first.
Yes, that was not done properly. It is done here.
Stand this way. Come on, you come that side. Let us photograph. Come on, take it.
TGS or C.V.Kamath. C.V. You are the second development engineering retirement. After as a senior, first junior.
I think we can want to close the video. I think.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling me. Try to thank Rajesh, Firoza, follow a picture. Rajesh Gandhi is a visitor, I am also a
The second one, taxable हो जाएगा. Then I came, then you went to power of here. I don't know where you TV. And I also was here.
How was that in power of
God bless you.
Same to you. SMS has come up.
Starters, magnets, bus bars, insulators, cables, coils, coils, controls, cranes.
More electrical equipment than us.
Just leaving here, he wanted this to be first done in the background music. That's why I brought since he was here. It can be. At the end of it.
Yes, sir. 765 rupees is the charge. With 4 inches for the base and 3 inches or 2.5 inches for the back. Guarantee is 8 to 10 years, but that is good. Otherwise, the Delhi made one of the back of full big mold you will find. So soft. But after 10 years, that is the difference actually the quality. That man who is manufactured is the real maker.
ठीक
शुरू करेगा?
यस यस
Who is speaking? Kamath here. Your training is over. But you are doing the training in that job-oriented center. Computer training. That's over. How much is the generation now? Power of 3? Midnight only. What are the mills running now? DVC improve हुआ कि नहीं? DVC? अच्छा. Okay.
Yesterday this machine, Power Street had only one machine yesterday. You know that? Power Street had only one machine.
When I rang, why the morning itself it went out? I asked them. So, Dalal, what is pending for us?
You have to say something.
Inspection now? Regarding inspection, any
No, nothing. Today I have gone there
Ah.
and whatever the painting I have finished that.
Very good. Everybody has that report gone?
But you know,
Yes,
they are
yes.
sending. They are not sending directly to they are sending to MPC now. And they forward.
Anything else, Lagata?
We had to have a meeting now.
Ah,
Huh?
30. Stop meeting.
Where is Dinesh? Is he? Not come.
Yes, yes, come.
No. Pani there is arranging
Ah,
Huh? He's arranging water.
he is having the bandage. He is having the bandage.
Oh, I see.
Definitely
he has
Ah, Dinesh, come there.
देखो तो पानी ले कम से कम ठंडा पानी उस दिन पानी
Quick, quick.
मेरा फोटो लेगा बैंडेज का
But this line sufficient.
come
When I rang you up in the morning, you were having a meeting. For the phase 3. What has been decided on that?
phase 3 is separate up to 1992 we have to do something that is to meet the demand so that whatever that AP engineers come on this
Yes.
they put extra
इधर लाओ ऐसा. कैसा तुमको आइडिया हो गया? बाथरूम में से
कपड़ा धोया तो मैं ऐसा कुछ नहीं ऐसा ठीक नहीं रहता
हाँ.
That we had typed it out and the combinations. Just go by today. I'll be in the meeting, get it signed by me and
It has already been typed.
no, it is typed only a draft yes type.
Yes, another one.
Draft kali type kiya.
Next, seventh one.
When power required further I began, you know.
For you are doing it.
Is the boiler going down tomorrow?
No, the basic position is very bad.
Is it?
Chandapura 1 unit is not there, Durgapur number 3 is not there. Jana is near about 500 only.
So that's why they made 35 in the morning.
Yesterday the whole day was 23.
Our schedule is from 10:30 to 12:30. That's why it went off at 8:30 itself. So then I rang up police and 35 and only one generator working power. It's quite a bad situation.
DBC people are expecting on 22nd morning. Or as per Mr. Boxy,
Number 3 unit.
both the units at Durgapur and Chandrapura, both the units they are expecting on 21st evening, if not 22nd morning.
When will be the 4 boiler operation in Chorus 3?
Obviously, for boiler operation will be ready, but what Roy said, if this Chorus 4 boiler is not going to, we are not going to take it, then we will start with that boiler.
That means next time when there are 4 boilers together, we might get it that way.
So after the other whole schedule gets upset.
Yeah.
But my problem was, when we talked last time, was anyway that the Bokaro B and the Chandrapura one will be out for about 80 days in September. Anytime after September you take the shutdown, you are vulnerable.
Yeah.
That is the thing. Am I right?
You are bound to suffer.
Yeah, so we have to make up our mind. But yesterday was very particularly bad day.
Yeah.
So let's see, wait for 2 days and see the quality. Yeah, Bhakti.
Acha, one gentleman, 2 gentlemen came.
Yeah, Narberam, you will come tomorrow.
Bhakti, you have to, you know that that fund is in my name.
That's the one.
You will have to change it to this name. That will be done only under your signature. Yeah, you have to.
Which fund is it?
Our
Not
C
fund,
fund.
that is departmental.
Change it every also. He is a fixture for some years.
Only just to vote.
Okay, that also can be done.
Yeah, why? And then again change next year.
Yes,
Put in his name and forget about it.
Correct.
And it's 3 to 4 years.
Eh?
3 to 4
Yes,
years.
he not type out another letter again.
Saved one typing.
Same one more letter.
He has to go to the bank.
No. Any this thing have commercial letters have come out. But after
Thing is about I don't know what they have got this to really to sign. Somebody says somebody says become.
becoming taking their own time. Or they are not able to make up some other decision. मेकर्स आपका ये वॉइस आपका इनको जाना है तो लिख कर रखा है nice smile my voice is mine yes these are always mine. Your normal self.
I think he's going to finish the film on this side only.
We can start the production. We are not keep this.
on all the important
We'll start with the production picture. Coco's new battery number 7 is 100%. Old battery is 92%. Yesterday's pushing was 330. Blast furnaces from the last oil it has become better, 5,900 against 5,500. Blast furnace particularly reached 800. And all the problem blast furnaces is got out. Yesterday you had a problem. Sulfurs are 1.45 better. Sulfurs are very 0.45. E furnace is 0 to 9. Coming to steel making, it is at 87% overall. Target is 1,95,000 and we are at 1,70,553. SMS 1 is at 97%. It's not bad. 8 is some good. LT index is 91% and C is good, 101%. Only SMS number 3 is at 79%, which is very low. Target is 94,000, they are on 73,800. Yes? Is this SMS? Now it will improve. Scrap charge per week was 90 yesterday. Steel to iron ratio 1.015. Auto steel is also running. Auto steel is doing very well, more than 58 megawatts. Cold steel is 5,714. Yesterday interest hold was 11. RFM was shut down. Finished steel is at 75%, target is 1,64,000. We are at 1,23,500. Long way to go. I don't know. Today we have completed 19 days or 18 days. I'm sorry. Whether it's able to reach 964. This was the same figure as was the last July. And until now, steel production, we are just up to last year's quarter. Okay, let's see.
There are 2 or 3 others are not come. I thought John has come.
You can be.
There are 3. One important. This. Please listen this. This inventory papers, meta. Inventory papers have been circulated to I think some departments. Equipment inventory for verification and returning back to controller of accounts. Yeah, controller of accounts. Dubey had come to me. Says electrical power, electrical repair shop inventory has been sent to the chief electrical 15,389. They have sent 2 reminders, still they have not got the inventory paper back. And electrical operation, electrical general. General means it's not electrical department general. Electrical general means whole plant electrical, including with general and everything. And electrical power, that includes cables and motor houses. That inventory I think it was on 5389. They have sent 2 reminders and that has also not come back to the power. Please, electrical power. Please listen to me. Please listen. You have come to a conclusion now. Now this electrical general electrical power will be one inventory for the whole plant. It will be combined with the operation, power and services also. Now, it is the Bombay Board of Directors of TISCO were very critical that some of these departments are not, what shall I say, check the inventory and send it back to the accounts department. There is a list of about 13 to 14 departments, of which electrical department also plays a part. So that gentleman came to us today that we have to send the inventory back. Normally, the inventory is lying with any one of you. Because one inventory goes to power operation services, it goes round for checking and then it comes back. If anyone has please got it, please complete it and pass it on to the next gentleman. But we should definitely hear about what is happening because this matter has assumed great importance. That's why I craved your attention in the beginning. Please give it a proper importance. Both each one of you, I don't know where it is lying there. Yes.
I got one. That one concerning cables and other things for the application. And that we have forwarded and later this copy is sent to your office.
I have got one. From you, that come to me.
Achha, let us have a time.
Later, that later,
So at least one inventory are traced where it is lying with Mr. Shanoy from district has gone in from Mr. BKD. After that, I don't know where it has gone. Repair shop inventory. No, I am talking from March onwards. I don't know. Please who is from this office? This office nobody is coordinating. Now I think we have to coordinate this because the matter has such importance. So each one of you please check up where it is. If it is lying in your area, if you have completed it, please pass it on to the next gentleman. With the last gentleman, please send it to us so we can send it back to the director of accounts and whatever comments we are given on that, but that has to go. So that's one very important subject. I'm not able to tell.
So, phone numbers.
No, there are two numbers inventory. One they are sent on two covering letters, 2151 and 2152 on the same day. One they say electrical power, electrical repair shop, and another is electrical general. General means not the department.
It's not a big one.
It's electrical for general for the whole works.
We see that small.
Only 3 or 4 pages, sir. Send it to us means to particular name because there are paper we are sending sometimes.
Shana has got it. Shana has got it. You please send it back to me. I will find out who has taken it, then I send it. And whoever has got it, please send it back to me after you finalize it. Don't keep waiting for too long. Because board of directors, that time at last month also we were criticized for giving a reply to the committee of directors, internal audit, inventory also gone to the board of directors. That is one aspect. Please give the importance which is due to that. And I will let you know where it is lying, send it back to me so we can send it back. Achha, regarding this another aspect is the crane painting. We have been talking about crane painting. So yesterday after the maintenance coordination meeting, Mr. James told me that they can paint 8 trains this year. So I want 8 trains. You have either you can give you and Mr. BKD.
No, I've already given 10 trains in a early part of it. Now, he came to me. He said, in a maintenance coordinator meeting, they have said that Mr. Nilakanta has to board to get the sanction others. Why was there the previous meeting when it was talked about? I said that the question of that one is not there. Mr. Mangal has told him to take the sanction.
He has to take the sanction, but he gives the trains.
I have given in writing.
No, he has given 10 trains.
There was a letter from
Yeah, but
November exchange.
This is 8 trains.
I giving your trains between the two of you. We had to pick up 8 trains.
No, why 8 trains? I have to retain trains pending. If he cannot do it, I will do it by contract.
That is 2 years.
He has told me, but I don't know why he says this. He says only painting of 10 trains is not, and he's starting 2 trains tomorrow. Tomorrow he is taking starting that 2 trains. I said that if you have any problem with your money, put it on mono.
Then have you given the trains?
Yes, sir.
Painting. What are your trains?
8 trains total.
You have given 8.
So 8 months means?
No. 18 trains this year. You take it. Let me stick to those what we are doing. We have to pick up 4 from
No, 4 trains. How many trains? They don't tell us that many trains are falling down because of this last minute other thing. They have to wait 8 trains. And he says, I tell you, he says, came and said, for painting trains, they not able to job one.
Have you talked to him before? He told you while I was walking in the passage, I told you that I can take it very fine. He not, that's the next subject we go. I talked to this game Prasad, how many trains you can take. If you have got 10 plus 8, 18 trains, you can take 18 trains. But we asked him what he can do.
He has said 8 numbers, maybe he has given a destination card.
So I saw him, he's not here today. We seek a clarification and
If we take 8, then we have
we'll have to pick and choose both.
He did 8, 8 will be the limit. I don't want it.